What's going on, Headliners? Kyle here with Headliner Gaming, and Madden 21 is going to be out here in the next few days, and believe me, I'm excited. I'm going to be buying it early, and I'm going to be streaming it on Facebook and creating content here for Headliner Gaming. But what I want to talk about today is everyone wants that secret sauce, right? What can you do to get through Madden Ultimate Team the most efficient way possible, the quickest way possible, level up the fastest way? Well, last year, I had a few secrets and a few tips and tricks that I went through that helped me level up, create a really good team, and put myself in a position that even if I didn't have the best team in the world, I was still able to win a lot of my solo battles and go through the challenges really, really quickly. So for this video, I'm going to be hopping back into Madden 20 to show you how to prepare for Madden 21 so you have a game plan going into it. The last thing you want to do is waste time and money trying to work your way through Madden Ultimate Team only to jump back and redo it or say, man, I really wasted a ton of time doing this. I should have done it a lot differently. It's always good to plan ahead. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's talk a little bit about what we are going to do in Madden Ultimate Team 21. I've got a couple of different matchups, videos I'm going to show you. It is a little bit longer of a video, but I've got a lot of great content that you're going to see here coming up now. All right, Headliners. Well, before we get into the game action on the field, I just want to show you real quick what I do here with my team to set myself up for success. Now, the one thing I will tell you with this strategy that I use, that it's probably not going to work well against live online players. So if that's what your key goal is winning against those live players online, that's a different strategy, and that's something else that I would do. That's not what this video is about. This video is about getting you set up for Madden Ultimate Team and how you can quickly progress not only through challenges, but those weekly one-on-one matches that you have to do as well, those solo matchups, and we'll show you that here in a second. Now, I don't know if Madden 21 is going to be set up the same exact way, but you can probably guess for the most part it's going to be about the same. So, with my team here, what you want to do and focus on is a running quarterback. Now, I've got a 99 overall golden ticket Lamar Jackson. You're not going to probably get a card like this for a while. After Madden Ultimate Team comes out, you're going to have to work and build up to it. But find yourself a running quarterback, someone that is very mobile that you can run the read option with, and I'll talk about that when I get on the field. But those are a couple of here's a couple of things that I'm doing with my team to really set it up. So number one, again, the running quarterback. I've got a draft heroes Todd Gurley here, 97 overall. That's not bad. I don't necessarily need to have a really good running back here. It helps, especially when you're running those read options if you do have to hand it off, but it doesn't happen that often that you need to go out and invest in a big time running back. So he just happens to be somebody I came across, leveled up, and got him to where he is now. Now, here's the main thing that you really need to keep in mind. So I've got a 95 draft class 20 Justin Jefferson over here on the right hand side. You always put your fastest wide receiver in the wide receiver 2 slot, because when we get on the field and I'm showing you how I set up my plays, it's going to make a lot more sense then. So your fastest wide receiver goes in your wide receiver 2 slot, and then over here your wide receiver 1 is just going to be typically your best overall wide receiver. Now, if your best overall wide receiver is your fastest, put him in the wide receiver 2 slot, and then keep your wide receiver 1 over here. And then I've got a CeeDee Lamb, a Madden Ultimate Team Rookie Premier over here, 93 overall. And then also invest in your offensive line. Now, my offensive line isn't as great as I would like it to be. When Madden went through and did some changes here over the last several months as we were kind of leading up to Madden 21 coming out, some of these guys have fallen a little bit. They used to be a lot better. Unfortunately, not that great right now. But again, those are the key components to having, a successful roster with what I'm about ready to show you here. So again, your quarterback, a running mobile quarterback, is number 1. A fast wide receiver in the wide receiver 2 slot is number 2. Those are the main concepts here. So let's back it up and let's head out to where we're going to actually be playing. So again, you can either be taking on challenges or these solo battles. These solo battles are really, really important to leveling your team up quickly. So make sure that you compete in these solo battles if Madden 21 has kind of the same setup. You can get a lot of rewards from that. Now with here, I'm just going to end up going with this team right here. I can end up going with really any one of them. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, this team is going to be a lot worse. So I'll end up going here with the LJ8 team, just so you can see against a little bit better team what my team will be doing. If I play the 76, you're going to be like, oh, you played a 76. Of course you beat up on them. So let's play a little bit better team. So we're going to play the 89 overall team. And then also when you're doing these solo battles or any of these challenges, always go to the highest level possible. Maximize your winnings. Here with the legend, a plus 100%, you're going to get your minimum win battle score. It's going to be 21,000 points. So again, you want to be building up as many of those points as possible as you're going through. Now, while the screen is loading up here, another thing that I want to bring up too is the type of playbook you use. You want to use a playbook that has a read option play in it. I use the Dallas Cowboys. If Madden 21 is anything like Madden 20, you'll end up seeing that playbook will end up being probably the same because Dallas runs those run-pass options, those types of plays, those read options quite a bit. That's what you want to have. You want to have those read options available to you. Now, the good news here is I'll be getting the ball first, so we can jump right into the action. Patrick Peterson is my return man, one of the better return mans in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and return the ball here with him. I'll take it out of the back of the end zone. Who cares where I end up? The bread and butter of what I'm showing you in this video is coming up here in a second. Anyway, so with the team, there's going to be a couple of things that you're going to be looking for as you're going to be calling plays. Now, I always go to concept, and then I always go over to option. Every single play I start from is read option, and then I work out of that. So this is right off the bat what I want to show you. You've got one safety up high. That's really important because what we're going to do is we're going to go to double slants, and then we're going to run hot routes with both of our outside wide receivers. And then let's go ahead and call it, and I'll talk here in a second. So we're going to go deep to Justin Jefferson. He didn't end up getting around the cornerback there, which is unfortunate, because that's really where you would end up seeing that. So they've got a pretty good cornerback out there wide, but we're going to go back to read option once again. Now, real quick, what you'll see, and I'll hit pause real quick so I can show you so the time doesn't run out. So when you've got that safety up high, it's going to leave one-on-one coverage on the outside for one of those wide receivers. So what happens is that safety is going to float one way or the other, and 99.9% of the time, that safety is going to float to the side of the field that you have your wide receiver one at. And that's why I've got Jefferson on the other side, because he has got a lot more speed in the game than what Calvin Johnson does. So he's going to be able to hopefully get by the cornerback. Now, he didn't get by the cornerback there, which is unfortunate. Hopefully, he'll end up getting by him and burning him here at some point, but we're going to go back to the game here. We've got two safeties up high this time, and we've got a superstar here on the right-hand side of the screen, and then one linebacker that's standing up. They're going to be rushing over here. So I'm going to go ahead and work out of this play here still. We're going to have a lot of room to run here now, which is good. We got good blocking over here, and I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, and he fumbles it. Perfect. So that's going to happen sometimes when you're running this play over and over and over and over. You're going to end up fumbling it, and you saw me trying to get out of bounds there. I just didn't quite make it happen. So I'm going to play some defense, and then I'll be back in just a moment, and then we'll talk about the plays once again. All right, so we're fortunate enough to go 3 and out there. Now we're going to go back again to our read option, consistently working out of the read option, taking a look here. Now our cornerbacks are kind of playing off a little bit, so I am actually going to go ahead and audible here, and then I'm going to call in hot route over here, and I'm going to curl in with Jefferson on the right-hand side. Now as long as we don't have two guys move over here, we should be good. We've got a little bit of a move there, not too much. Jefferson's still able to get open. We're able to get a little bit of a pass completion there. Move forward. Going to go back here again. Same thing at this point. Now, I'm going to assume this linebacker right here, the M linebacker, is going to move over here. The Mike. I said M just because I didn't know if everyone knew what I was talking about. But I'm going to go ahead and run this play because I'm running out of time. Probably should have handed it off there, but again, running out of some time while I was talking to you. That happens. No worries there. Go back to the read option again. We're going to take a look. Now, our safeties are playing in. They're not playing high over the top. So I'm going to run some slants here real quick. hopefully if one of my guys can beat them on the inside, they're going to have a lot of room to run, because if you get over the middle of the field and those safeties haven't moved back, you're going to end up beating them. And I'm going to end up hitting right here, end up hitting CeeDee Lamb over the middle for a small gain. 3rd and 8, back to the read option. Both of our safeties are up high. Now, we only have the one linebacker in the middle of the field. Okay, the middle linebacker's in the middle of the field. We have a guy standing up over here, the right end over here, you're going to see. He's all by himself, so I'm going to go ahead and keep the ball here, because this is going to give me a ton of room to run, and I'm going to, oh, and he gets stuck right there. Obviously, not the best looking gameplay there. Probably should have ended up tackling me. Didn't happen, though. So I get a good pick up there. But you can see that when you've got the one linebacker and you've got the linebackers or the ends standing up, crashing in on the outside, you're going to end up having a lot of room to run with your running quarterback. So you keep it there and you move forward. Now we're going to go back to our read option. Again, now we've got one safety up high. The cornerback over here is playing off of Jefferson, though. So even though I'm going to go to my play here, where I'm going to run my hot routes, again, I've changed here. I went to the slants. Time's up. Okay, but when you see that safety, that one safety over the top, you quick audible. I audible the slants, because what that does for me is if my wide receivers on the outside are not beating their cornerback, I'm going to have CeeDee Lamb in the middle of the field for a pretty nice gain. That's what I want to make sure that I'm hitting there if I look up and I say, oh, they're not there at all. So we're going to go back to the read option here. They have come out of it now, and now we're playing press over here on either side. I'm going to go ahead and go back to slants, because over here on the right side of the offensive line, they've got these guys stacked up. I'm not loving that right there for keeping it in the option. We're going to see what we can get here out of this play. We're going to end up having Lamb. I'm going to toss it up. A big play there from Lamb, gets down the sideline. Because those guys were standing so close, it was able to leave a little bit of room for Lamb to work back there. And when you get into that, area where those cornerbacks are playing up, both the safeties are back, you're not looking like you're going to have a great amount of success with the keeper option there, because you've got guys on the right-hand side of the line stacked up, whether it be somebody rushing and a linebacker right behind them or whatever it may be. You know that in that very side of the field there where Lamb was, it's going to be really open. So we're going back to the read option here again. And I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm going to stay with the read option because, again, we've got a guy crashing on the right-hand side. We've got one linebacker here. We've got a guy playing off on Jefferson on the other side. Now I've got to hand it off here. That ended up being a good play. They got through pretty quickly. But the right end there stayed, didn't get past him, and he got to me. That's right. It's going to happen sometimes. Go back to the read option once again. Now we've got the one safety. The only problem here is can't really go for the deep ball, right? I'm going to still try it here because hopefully Jefferson can just barely get in behind him. Oh, accidentally hit the wrong button there. We're going to call timeout. Accidentally hit the wrong button. Anyway, I was going to try and go for it because hopefully Jefferson could maybe slip right behind him and I could hit him in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Go back to our read option. Remember what we said earlier, with all the players playing in right against the line, we're going to go ahead and go to those slants because more than likely we're going to have some room open on the right-hand side of the field for either Lamb or Johnson. And there it is. Touchdown. And that's why having a running quarterback is so good, a guy that's fast, because I know they're going to be crashing on me. I have to give Lamb time, or your slot wide receiver, you got to give him time to get all the way across the field, get past that cornerback or that safety, whoever ends up playing on him, and that's what happened there because I have such a fast running back, get out of the pocket, move to the right-hand side, and he gets all the way down the field. So, again, I'm going to kick this ball, I'm going to play some defense, and we'll be back to show you a little bit more of what I'm doing to set you up for success in Madden 21. All right, so we're back here, again, taking a look at it. We've got Johnson, Jefferson, Lamb. Everything looks good. We're going to have a lot of open field over here because we've got one guy crashing on the right-hand side. We're going to let him hopefully come all the way in. He does. We've got blocks out here. There we go. Quick first down. Again, that's just how easy it is, just going and going and going and going. Now, when you play teams that have bad cornerbacks on the outside, you're going to get 2 or 3 deep bombs on the outside to Jefferson. Now, we're going to go ahead and give it another shot here, see what happens. The problem right now with this is that he's playing so far back. If he ever comes up, that's when Jefferson's going to have a better beat on him. But let's see what happens here. We are going to go to Lamb again. Fortunately, they have a really good player right there in the middle field, and I haven't been able to see who it is yet. Everybody's close. I'm going to go ahead and do something a little bit different this time. I'm going to go ahead and call the slots. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go with Lamb. I'm going to make Lamb go deep, and hopefully Johnson throws this slot corner off over here. So let's see what happens. I'm going to go with Johnson. That was a bad throw, and I lucked out right there. Sometimes it's better to be good than, or lucky than good, right? That was a bad throw. Nothing opened up for me. The corner did end up playing with Johnson here on the right-hand side. He ended up going down the field with Lamb, so that's what kind of caught me off guard. I was expecting him to try and stay there. Didn't end up happening. We're going to go back one more time to the read option. We've got the same play here. We're going to try it one more time. I don't think it's going to happen because they've got a legend playing over here. I'm not sure who it is again, but they've got him playing on Jefferson over here, so it's going to be a really tough battle to win anytime. Lamb's way open over here. And see, that's part of the beauty of it, is that with those guys streaking down the field, Lamb, whoever your slot wide receiver is going to be open 90% of the time. Now we're here close to the goal line. I end up running the same thing. Gonna go here slots. Gonna call a hot route over here to Lamb. We're gonna curl him in. He's gonna be open here in a second. I could have done an out route as well. There he is, wide open. Oh, he dropped it. Damn. Same thing this time. We're gonna go back to the slots. We're gonna call the out route, and then we're gonna go with an out here to Lamb. Hopefully, it's gonna leave either Lamb or Calvin Johnson wide open. Boom, right there. Like I said, there's only one cornerback here. He's gonna either have to go with Johnson up, or he's gonna go with CeeDee Lamb out, and then Johnson's gonna be wide open. So whatever it is, there you know for a fact. Boom, this guy is going to be open. One of these two guys will end up being open, and that's why I love running these plays over and over and over, because it allows you to do that. Now, because we haven't had a chance to see yet how that works on the outside when you beat a cornerback that isn't nearly as good, I'm going to finish up this game. I'm going to jump into another one, and then I'm going to show you exactly what it's like so you can get a little bit of a grasp on it. Again, it hasn't happened this game, but that's okay, because what I've been running and how I've been doing it is still opening up other things on the field. So let's go ahead and take a look at it against how it is against worse opponents. All right, here we go. Like I said, I was going to jump over against a worst opponent. This opponent that I'm playing here is only like a 73 overall, so honestly, it's going to be a slaughter fest. It's not even going to be close. But again, I kind of want you to see how it's going to be, because 75% of the people that you play in these solo battles is going to be a team like this. You're typically going to have your one team that's really good. You're going to have another team that's just below it, and then you're going to have three other teams that are just okay. This being the worst one, again, I want you to see firsthand, though, what I'm talking about. With the other team that I was playing, you weren't seeing it, although the way that I was playing things and the way that I was rolling through them was still giving me a chance to win because of how it was working out. Now, again, going to go with the concept here, always coming out in the read option, every single play, and then we adjust from there. Here we look at it. We've only got one guy crashing here on the right-hand side, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with it because we're running out of time. I should have handed it off there. That's my bad. That was an awful decision. Started running out of time there. I was trying to speed it up. Didn't really have a chance. So back to the read option. Let's give ourselves some time. Everybody's really close into the line right now. We are going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and run our slants here. We're going to come out of this formation. Everybody's really close, right there over the middle of the field. We got to drop. That's unfortunate. Jefferson shouldn't be dropping anything. It's 3rd and 9, but that's okay, because again, we've got one guy crashing over here on the right-hand side. The majority of our line is in the middle, and then one linebacker. These three linemen that you see in the middle of the field, they're really close together right now. So we're going to stay in this because we're going to get the blocks over here to get some big yardage. Actually, we end up having to hand it off because he ended up staying put. So that we end up getting the first down anyway. That doesn't happen very often. I would say 65% of the time, you're going to be able to keep it with your quarterback. But he stayed there. I was able to get through the line with Gurley, still get myself a first down. Back to the read option, and now here we've got it. We've got the one safety over the top. We've got our two wide receivers that we're going to run with. We're going to run the hot routes with them like we want to, right? If Lamb's open in the middle of the field, that's good. We're going to hopefully hit Jefferson. Yep, safety going down the field. Jefferson, not quite. Oh, wow. That was a good pick. That was a good pick. Jefferson just couldn't quite get past him. That's all right, though. Let's go ahead and play defense real quick. We'll hop back. We'll give it another shot. All right, we're getting the ball back here at the end of the first. That turnover, man, one-handed interception like that by Desmond Trufant. Nothing you can do about that. That's going to happen in the game every once in a while. But we're going to get back to it right here. So again, we can let you see how it's playing out and how those balls are being won down the field. So again, like every other play, we're going to go to the option here, read option, get on the field like that. We're going to go ahead and go, because we're so close to the line here, don't really want to run the option. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my slants, because more than likely Lamb is going to be, just like in the other game that I was playing, Lamb's going to be open on the right side of the field here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and run it. And I luck out there. Good thing the man Taysom Hill was there. Back to read option. Okay, we've got our one safety over the top. So we're going to go back here and we're going to give this another shot. Hopefully it works this time. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to move Lamb here. And hopefully that helps confuse some of this and make some congestion over here. Jefferson got by him this time just like it was supposed to work, and there's the touchdown. So that's what you wanted to see. Maybe moving that wide receiver over was able to help it a little bit, but that's exactly how I wanted it to break out there. When you've got that one safety over the top, he's 99.9% of the time he's going to go over to the other side of the field where your wide receiver 1 is. If you put your fastest wide receiver over at wide receiver 2, he's going to beat whatever cornerback is over here most of the time. We didn't see it here very much today. You finally saw it there. We're going to keep playing a little bit, though, so hopefully you can get a chance to see it again. But on that one there, because on the last one, Trufant ended up beating me with that one-handed interception down the field. I brought over another wide receiver to cause some congestion there. Now, if I had left myself more time, what I would have done is I would have audibled there and moved him to more of an out route. So he would have went up and cut over, hopefully taking those defenders with him. And if that cornerback were to bite too, then we'd have had even more open room. I'm not even playing right now, not paying attention because I'm talking to y'all. So you would have seen that over there, and it might have even worked a little bit better than what it did. So again, I'm going to play some defense here real quick. We'll be back. We'll run one more possession with it so you can get another chance to see it, so you can continue to understand what you can do to set yourself up for success in Madden Ultimate Team 21. All right, now we're back into the second quarter here. We're technically like the middle of the second quarter here because these games are so short. But let's go ahead and again, we're going to go back to our read option, call that play. We'll see what we've got here. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to stay here in the read option. I don't love it, but I also don't think moving to slants right now is going to be that beneficial. So I'm going to stay with this here, and we're going to see what happens. Decent amount of room to run. Decent amount. Didn't work out too bad there. Again, playing against, if I would have been playing against a better team with probably a better safety, he cuts me off right there. But because of the caliber of team I'm playing against, which you're going to be playing against a lot, that's fine. Here, kind of the same thing again. Same thing as last play. The only difference is it's really the cornerback on Jefferson's playing a lot closer than last time. So again, I'm just going to stick right here with this. Get another first down there. Having that running quarterback, that's such a big factor in terms of winning these solo battles and doing well in the competitions or, the challenges and leveling up quickly. The quicker you can get yourself to that type of a running back, the better. Same thing here. I don't love it. I'm going to go ahead and go with slants anyway, though. The guy over here moves off Lamb a little bit, which is nice. I'm going to give him some space. He's going to be open here on the right-hand side. They end up playing, and I was screwed there. That was good defense. I mean, there wasn't really anything I can do. I'm going to go ahead and call a timeout real quick. Probably should have started running a little bit quicker. But here we're back to that play that we just wanted. Right now, this safety that just came up, now he's going to be moving quick because he's going to end up being their blitz guy right here. So he's going to be moving really quickly. I'm going to end up, like I said, I'm going to call... I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and stay here with this. I'm going to go with it early. He's got him beat again. Same thing. There we go. I was going to try and move Lamb again, but I decided against it. But basically the same thing there, okay? You're going to beat that outside cornerback a lot. You know, so far tonight, obviously, in that last matchup, didn't have a whole lot of luck with it. But in this matchup, that's now 2 straight attempts where I beat him on the outside like that because he's quicker. You've got the one-on-one coverage. The safety's going over to your better wide receiver, whoever you have at wide receiver 1. So with your Madden Ultimate team, like, you don't even really need to get like a great wide receiver to play there. You know, if you can pick up your, you know, if you can pick yourself up a wide receiver that's really, really fast, what you need there is a lot of speed. If you can pick up a guy on the outside that's really, really fast and keep your wide receiver 1 over here, it's still going to be all right because you're going to win these matchups a lot with that fast wide receiver. And again, always coming out in the run option because you can do a lot of different things out of it like I just showed you. Come out in the read option. You can keep the ball with your quarterback and move up the right-hand side of the field. Your slot wide receiver is a big target over the middle. He's going to move out to that right-hand side and be open quite a bit. You've got the play that you can move to like I just showed you where they're on the outside. You can beat the guy deep. Lots of different things that you can do out of that package. So I'm going to play a little bit of defense here, apparently, even though I guess that's not really defense. But there you have it. That's basically what I've been talking about and kind of trying to show you. And hopefully I was able to articulate that to you. You were able to see it on the screen, what you can do. But, you know, with Madden 21 coming out here this week, you know, get ready to prepare for it. You know, when you get it and you buy it, start running this stuff right away because it's going to allow you to level up a lot quicker. And the quicker you level up, the better players you can get. And then when you want to start getting into some of these ranked competitions, you're going to have the players to be able to do that. So do me a favor. If you're new here to Headliners Gaming, hit that subscribe button and and stick around. Check out the content that we're going to be posting. We're going to do a lot of Madden stuff. We do a lot of MLB The Show, Call of Duty, all the popular games that are out. We're going to be posting content about all of those. And then also, you know, if you're not familiar with us, if you've come here for gaming and you play fantasy football, here at Headliner Gaming, we're a branch of the Fantasy Headliners. We have over 83,000 subscribers over there. So we kind of know what we're doing here with the YouTube stuff, but we're branching out a little bit. We're going to be playing some games, some sports games and stuff like that. So stick around, check out all the content here. When Madden 21 comes out, I'm going to be basically taking the day off and I'm going to be playing that all day long. I'm going to stream on Facebook a little bit. Going to be creating some content so you can see it here on the channel, but make sure you stick around so you can watch some more Madden action. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Appreciate you tuning into this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.